Suppose the player earns a point, but the display still shows 0. Both parts use a scoreboard, yet each one created its own object. Singleton solves that narrow problem. Inside one application process, every client receives the same object reference. Change the score through one reference, and the other reference sees the change. We will first prove the duplicate object behavior, then turn the class into a classic singleton with two pieces, a private constructor and a static instance property. The pattern has only two participants, the singleton class and its clients. The class controls construction. Its private constructor blocks code outside the class from calling new. The class also exposes one static access point, usually named instance. The static property creates the object once, and every later client reads the same property and receives the same reference. Sealing the class closes an inheritance path that could weaken that rule. The operation is simple. Ask for instance, then use the object like any other instance. This works well when one small application truly needs one shared concrete object, a focused coordinator, a local cache, or a single in-process scoreboard. It is not a good fit when each user or operation needs different state, when tests need easy replacement, or when several processes must coordinate. A singleton only lives in one process. It also makes shared mutable state easy to reach, so use it deliberately. Today we stay in one single-threaded console app. The advanced episode handles dependency injection, lifetime ownership, and concurrency. Here is our whole example. The player side adds 1 point. The display side reads the score. With direct construction, each side owns a different scoreboard, so one object holds 1 and the other still holds 0. After the change, both variables point to the one scoreboard owned by the class. No framework is involved. The only question is whether those two variables refer to separate objects or the same object. We begin in the empty scoreboard file. As the scoreboard class name is typed, keep its job literal. Store and update one score. The empty primary constructor gives us a normal public construction path while following the modern's rule for accessible constructors. Score starts at 0, and only the class can set it. Add point changes that value by 1. This is a perfectly reasonable ordinary class. Nothing in it says that two callers must share the same object. Switch to the Empty Program tab. The first two lines create two scoreboard objects. The variable names say exactly what we are comparing. We add a point only through first scoreboard. Then the three output lines make the result observable: the first score, the second score, and reference identity. Reference equals does not compare the numbers inside the objects. It answers a stricter question: do both variables point to the same object? The file fits in one view, so no scroll is needed before we run it. The output matches the code. The first object reports 1, the second reports 0. Reference equals reports false. Scoreboard is not broken. We simply asked for two objects with two new expressions. That distinction matters. Singleton is not about making a class behave correctly. It is about deciding that this application should have one shared identity for that class. Move back to the Scoreboard tab, then to Program. The class currently allows outside construction, and Program uses that permission twice. If we want one shared scoreboard, those responsibilities must move. Scoreboard must stop clients from constructing it, create its own instance, and offer that instance through one clear member. Program should ask for the shared object instead of choosing when to create another one. Rebuild this small class in its final form, one line at a time. The class no longer has a public primary constructor because the pattern needs different accessibility. Instance is static, so callers can reach it through the class name. Its initializer calls new inside the class, where the private constructor is accessible. The runtime initializes this static member once and safely publishes that reference. Now type the private constructor. This line blocks new scoreboard from every outside client. Score and add point remain ordinary instance members. Singleton changes creation and access. It does not turn the object's behavior into static methods. Switch back to program and rebuild the client character by character. Both variables now read scoreboard.instance. Neither variable owns construction, and neither one creates a second object. We still add the point through first scoreboard, then print through both references. The output code does not need any special Singleton API. After access, this is just a normal scoreboard object. Keep the complete file visible as the final identity check is typed, and pause before the terminal so the two matching access lines are easy to compare. Before the final run, return to the private constructor for one boundary check. Because it is private, program cannot write new scoreboard anymore. The compiler enforces that rule even though we leave the final client valid and focused on normal use. Now run it. Both score lines report 1 because both variables reach the same state. ReferenceEquals reports true, which proves identity rather than matching values. That is the classic Singleton in full. Controlled construction, one stored instance, and one shared access point. This version is intentionally small. It is useful for learning the pattern and can fit a small application with one clear process boundary. Do not turn every service into a static Singleton. Global access can make dependencies less visible, shared mutable state can require synchronization, and tests may need isolation. When those concerns matter, let a composition root or dependency injection container own the lifetime instead. That is exactly what the existing advanced episode explores. For this lesson, remember the narrow decision. Do these clients truly need the same object? Start with the reason, not the syntax. Two clients created two objects, so their scores diverged. A private constructor removed outside construction. A static instance property let the class create and expose one object. Both clients then received the same reference, and the terminal proved it with shared state and reference equals. If you can explain those three moves, you understand the classic Singleton. The next step is not more syntax. It is deciding who should own that lifetime in a real application.